Well, as quickly as I possibly can. Cuba. Yes, it comes to the 50th anniversary of the Cuban Revolution next year. I was actually chairing a meeting in 1959 when the announcement came through that Cuba had overthrown the American domination. And I was privileged to meet Castro on a number of occasions in the years since then, and visit Cuba on a number of occasions since then, and have seen at first hand what can be done. But more important, I've also seen what the blockade of Cuba can do. And this country is compliant in the United States blockade of Cuba. And the sooner that international pressure demands that that blockade be lifted and that countries should be allowed to trade freely with Cuba, the sooner we will have a fair and reasonable understanding with that nation. In addition, of course, I think we should also begin to raise our voices about the continued occupation of a part of Cuba by the United States of America as a torture base in Guantanamo Bay. Imagine what would happen if somebody suddenly said, well, what we're going to do is to use one of the islands, say like Hawaii, as a torture base for, say, the United States or for British people. In other words, we begin to occupy something. What would we do if someone came and occupied the Isle of Man or the Isle of Wight? You know, it's time that we said that they've occupied, in our view, illegally, the part of Cuba known as Guantanamo Bay. The thing is that it's no good pointing back and saying we've got a treaty. That treaty was drawn up by people who were fascists and puppets of the United States of America, and it should be ended, and ended now, by international pressure. Secondly, the second question in part tied up with the last question as well, and that was on migration. Let me make our position clear. We are opposed to the free movement of both capital and labour. See, I think it's deplorable that Dyson, of the cleaning firm, the Hoover firm type apparatus, can move his entire operation from Britain to Poland because he can get the thing made much cheaper. I think it's deplorable that Volvo can move its operation from Scotland, close down the factory that produced first-class trucks, and move it to Poland and sack 3,000